King Saint Louis was born in the castle at Poissy, near Paris, on April 25, 1215. His devout mother Blanche was determined that he should be educated not only for the earthly kingdom he was to govern, but still more for the kingdom of heaven. She accustomed him to look upon all things in the light of faith, and thus laid the foundation of his great humility. Louis was crowned king when he was only 12 years old. His mother, however, was entrusted with the actual government of the kingdom during his minority. Meanwhile, Louis was being educated in all the duties of a Christian prince. Among his instructors were several Franciscan friars, and later on, the young king himself joined the Third Order of St. Francis. Louis had governed his kingdom for several years in his own name when he vowed, in the course of a serious illness, that if he would recover, he would make a crusade to the Holy Land to seize the holy places from the hands of the infidels. Upon regaining his health, he at once carried out his vow. He took the fortress of Damietta from the Saracens, but was taken captive after his army had been weakened by an epidemic. After having been taken a prisoner of the infidels for several months, the terms of his release were submitted to him, but attached to these terms was an oath that if he did not fulfil them, he will deny Christ and the Christian religion. The Holy King replied, "Such blasphemous words shall never cross my lips." They threatened him with death. "Very well," he said, "you shall kill my body, but you will never kill my soul." Filled with admiration for his steadfast courage, they finally released him without the objection or condition. After having negotiated many other terms favourable to the Christians, he returned to France, where his mother had died in the meantime. In the government of his kingdom, Louis ruled with piety in every respect. He promoted the welfare of the country and his people in a remarkable manner. The most important principle of his life was the observance of the laws of God under all circumstances. His biographer assures us that he never lost his baptismal innocence by mortal sin. Louis never tolerated cursing or sinful conversations either among the servants or among the royal courtiers, and never was he heard to utter an unkind or impatient word. He wished to avoid all unnecessary pomp and luxury so that more help could be rendered to the poor, of whom he personally fed and served several hundred. His wardrobe was as simple as it could fittingly be, and at all times he wore the symbols of the Franciscan Third Order under his outer garments. On special occasions, he publicly wore the habit of the tertiaries. In order to curb sensuality, he not only observed all the fast of the Church with usual severity, but denied himself certain food for which he had a special craving. He was a most caring and attentive father to the 11 children with which God blessed his marriage. He himself prayed with them daily, examined them in their lessons that they had learned, and guided them in the performance of the works of Christian charity. He fostered special devotion to the sufferings of Christ, and it was a great consolation for him when he gained possession of the crown of thorns, for the preservation of which he had the magnificent Holy Chapel built in Paris. When serious complaints concerning the oppression of the Christians in the Holy Land reached his ears, he undertook a second crusade in 1270, but on the way he died of the plague, contracted while visiting his sick soldiers. Louis's life as a Christian and as a Christian father was so exemplary that he has been found worthy to be chosen as a patron and model of the secular Franciscan order. Saint Louis, pray for us.